George Elek here from Not the Top 20 with another video for DragonSports, and this time around we're going to be looking at Friday night's clash between Wales and Liechtenstein and pick out a couple of players for whom it might be quite a big game. Daniel James will not be able to play in this game due to illness, and that means we're going to see probably a change in the way that, we will see a change in the way that Wales line up. Presumably before that, James would have played on the right-hand side and Brennan Johnson would have played through the middle. But with James out, we assume that means that Brennan Johnson will play on the right-hand side, and that could mean an opportunity for Mark Harris. Now, cards on the table here, I am an Oxford fan. I've seen Sparky play a lot of minutes, and he's a player that I really like. And it seems like he's a player that Craig Bellamy really likes as well. And if he does get an opportunity on Friday night, he'll have to take it because it's 10 Wales caps now, and it's still no goals. And similarly, he opened the scoring in Oxford's 3-2 win over Cardiff on Boxing Day. And since then, he's played basically every game for Oxford, but only scored one goal, and that came at Carrow Road in a 1-1 draw against Norwich. So he's out of sorts from a scoring perspective, having the start of the season really, really well. And we know that Mark Harris works incredibly hard. We know that he's someone who managers absolutely love because of his pressing ability and his energy and his work rate. But he's a striker and he should score goals. And I see a lot of people talking about him as someone who'll never score goals, and I really disagree. He scored a lot of goals in League One for Oxford, albeit in spells. But when Des Buckingham came into the club and basically retrained him to be a striker who, yes, use your energy when needed to press, but also focus on playing between the posts and providing quality from wide. And with Brennan Johnson on the right hand side, with Harry Wilson in behind, there's going to be no shortage of quality to try and get Mark Harris to score goals. And when he does get in the box, he misses a lot of easy chances, but he's also not a bad finisher. He's someone who is almost an instinctive finisher, doesn't need too much time to think about things. It's normally when he has too long to think about things, when he's running through one-on-one, where he can make a mess of things. He's a player that I think once he starts scoring for Wales could score fairly regularly, and the fact that Craig Bellamy clearly likes him and wants to bring him into the side where he can, this could be an opportunity to capitalise on the fact that James is out, and if he does get handed a start, or even if he comes off the bench for the last half an hour or so to get his first goal in a Wales shirt, which I think for him, given he's such a confidence player, would be a big asset. I'm pretty sure Oxford are trying to tie him down to a new contract. He's very well liked by Gary Rowett, the manager there, and I think this could be a big camp for him, especially going to the Belgium game. If he can get on the score sheet here, try and show what he can do against better opposition. The other one to talk about here is a player who's similarly energetic but has had more joy in recent times under Craig Bellamy in a Wales shirt, and that's Liam Cullen of Swansea City. Now, Cullen for Swansea either plays as a striker or as a number 10. He's an energetic, aggressive, front-footed, attacking player. And that's still kind of the case under Bellamy, where we still see his goal-scoring exploits as shown by his brace in the game a couple of months ago. But in Cullen's case, he's now playing more of a withdrawn midfield role. We saw that against Iceland in that 4-1 game where he scored a brace, where he's still given licence to get forward, but because of his energy and because of his work rate, he's also tasked with getting back a bit more and kind of playing between the lines. And it's something that's really suited him at the moment. And given his good performances under Bellamy thus far, it wouldn't be a surprise at all if Cullen, with good performances here, I'm sure he'll start against Liechtenstein in that role again, I guess, unless Bellamy makes the decision to play him up front in the void that's left by Dan James and Johnson going out to the right. But if he does play in this midfield role, I think it's an opportunity for him to really solidify his place in the team, and maybe even from a club level to show Swansea his versatility in another role that he can play, because the performances there so far have been so strong. And again, given the brace he scored against Iceland, it shows that his goal threat isn't diminished at all either. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see the team that Bellamy puts out. It'll be interesting to see how he manoeuvres himself with James being out, and we'll see if Ampadu plays as well, which could have an impact in whether these two players do play in the roles that they do. But I'm hoping that Sparky gets a run out through the middle, and I'm hoping that with the quality around him, he's able to get on the score sheet and start a good scoring run for him, both for Wales and for his club too. And in terms of Liam Cullen, that he can continue the really good work that we've seen him playing in midfield. So a couple of EFL players, one from Swansea, one from Oxford, who I hope we'll see against Liechtenstein and give an opportunity to show what they can do.